welcome back to Blender CC LiveNoding. In this episode, I'm going to show you kind of like old school experiment, but I'm doing it using Blender 4.1. So it's a lot faster and you can perform some interesting things. So we have audio nodes here and we have Sverchok nodes over here. And pretty soon we're going to make this cricket kind of animating and making sound based on the scale. But for now, I'm going to show you, okay, we have this oscillator. If I plug this to the sink, let me just try doing that. Oh, okay. Yeah, as you can see, as you can listen, it's making a sound based on this frequency. If I go over 300, it starts to get like really high pitch and noisy. If I play around with the amplitude as well, it's gonna get really noisy. But I can actually control this frequency without using drivers. If you try using drivers, it might not work, but with the Sverchok setup, this actually works quite well. So I'm gonna show you the result. Okay, this is just a simple frame info plug into the seed of random number generator, and the number is between 44 and 232. This is gonna affect the frequency of the oscillator and also the size of the cricket. And let's take a look. This is the node setup. It's very simple. Just use the node remote control of Sverchok, and we just specify, okay, control the audio nodes and control the oscillator nodes and the frequency attributes, and it's gonna auto convert and control the result. It's pretty interesting. And if the random is too random and too fast, it's gonna sound like, you know, like this. You might be familiar. It's just random number plug, and it sounds like a computer thinking, right? The other one, okay, this one is pretty loud. This one is slightly less random. It's going ups and downs like a it's more like a ghost kind of sound. And you can change this to different oscillator. It's gonna get really loud. Maybe use headphones when doing this experiment. Okay, so I think you got the drill. It's pretty easy to set up, and it's working pretty well. There's a few other example. Let me save this first. Let's create new. If you go to AudioNodes, under issues, you can find Sverchok integrations. This is from 2020. I actually kind of missed this blend file, but I think it's really powerful. You can try this yourself. This one. So same setup from Nortikin. So it's gonna affect, something is affecting the frequency and the offset and parameter, right? It sounds like cricket. The cricket is somewhere there. Maybe use the the max viewer doesn't show up. But anyway, the setup is looking like this, and it's controlling. This is the math. You can check it yourself. We're gonna get some random sound. It sounds, you can actually emulate like the sounds of cricket, and like an actual cricket, like if you go to outside to the nature. So by the way, in order for this to work, I managed to make it working on my Mac Intel. It's not working on M1 chip or M2, M3 Mac yet, but I did manage to make it to work at some point. But it works well on Intel Mac or maybe on Windows PC. You can give it a try. Just make sure you, when you install on a Mac, you do this brew install SDL2 and Fluid Synth. So this has to be done before you install the add-on, and you install the add-on from this release. So let me go back. If you are installing everything correctly and then it's running, you can do some cool things. Let's see, I have another example. So AudioNode trigger. Okay.
Anything else besides, anything else besides, anything else besides.
Okay. Yeah, this one is using the clock nodes of AudioNodes, and also the trigger sequencers that can be run, you know, like repeatedly, like a loop. And I have sample here. I can probably make another video where I use Python to get the sample, and then I can actually use AI, and then try to control this somewhat using some kind of drivers. Let's say like cricket in nature, if you get too close, it's gonna stop making sound, right? So maybe that kind of interactions can be done. Anyhow, this is a clock that's triggering like a sequence. If I run this, it's gonna loop. Whenever there's a toggle there, it's gonna make sound, and the sound is actually sampled. I can make this faster.
Anything else besides. Anything else besides.
Yeah, the sample is really random, but it's actually, the sample itself is taken from YouTube randomly, and I grabbed those from using simply by using Python, and then the sample is actually, you grab it manually and then set it up so these AudioNodes can trigger the sound based on that. So I don't know, there's something just interesting that you can actually do this inside Blender, and I just want to show it to you. So it's very simple. I think the AudioNodes is really simple, but it's also really powerful. Just by Shift A and then search for Oscillator and sync. If you connect these two, it's just gonna work. Yeah, I think just like that alone is really powerful, and it's running really fast with your latest computer. So yeah, give it a try yourself. I think I might make another video. Need to make another videos, and I want to get some AI involved with this because it's like too interesting. It's like really powerful. And Sverchok also working in Mac Intel. It's not working 100% with the latest Blender in Mac M1 chip, ARM, the chip. So Intel works best for now. So yeah, hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.